such kind of fair condition to the suspect, because because the judge here is great decision that based on our basic law. Remembering that our country is law country, right? Everything should based on basic law in order to uphold our basic law. Because remembering that civil law is oldest law in the world and very influenced the world. So it is better when judge something with civil law by using our decision of the judge and use based on basic law. It is also will achieve the name of fairness in our country, right? And also it is will pour the norm in our country inside the law itself. Now let's compare. When we use jury panels, the decision will more complicated and take a long time to unite the opinion of all sources. Because we believe even it will make the decision of judge will be influenced with another source. Meanwhile, the position of judge here is the one who knowing all about law. The one who always make decision towards the suspect, and the position here is up of the jury panels here. And so it will be dangerous when the one who know all about law is be influenced with people who not knowing deep about the law. For example, like jury panels itself. Why it can be dangerous? Because it is will create such kind of unfair decision towards the suspect. And if the suspect here gives unfair decision, what will happen? Society will not accept it. And finally, racism will happen in the court. That's why we believe that judge in court is enough. Because judge already knowing all about basic law and already expert, and also judge, the position of judge is up of jury panels. Now, I come to my second extension on how actually by using common law system in jury panels, it will open big chance towards jury panels due to unfairness and cheating something. We see that common law system allowing suspects to choose whether they want to use jury panels or not. See, from that policy, the suspect here will possible to pay some money in order to, like the suspect here get low punishment. Because it is good possible the jury panels here will influence of that money. Because jury panels here is not knowing deep and well about the law, and they easy to interest with this money. Because we see the nature of Indonesian people. Mostly, suspects in Indonesia are people who have low moral. They always doing cheating, for example, like paying money, but they will got bad things. May I ask you a question? Can you guarantee the fairness will happen in the court when you use jury panels? Can you guarantee that cheating in the court when you use jury panels will not happen? Of course, there is not 100% guarantee. Even this will not guarantee because people in Indonesia will doing such kind of cheating. You know that in our country is many cases of cheating that doing by society. For example, like corruption. So it is will bring harm impact towards the name of fairness in our country, right? Now let's compare. When we judge using the decision of judge is already expert in the problem of court, knowing all about basic law in our country. Their mindset already seriously when they want to make decision in the court. Because it is about the fairness in country. Expert judge will not decide something careless. So expert judge we think that they will not doing such kind of cheating, some activity with simply. That's why we believe that by using jury panels, it will open big chance towards jury panels to do unfairness thing because they easily have influence of money. Because many bad future impact when we use jury panels based on my explanation, we beg to oppose it.
Now, please welcome the first speaker from the affirmative team.
Miss Jessica, can you
can you guarantee that the judge won't do any corruption to what the money they get?